It's become apparent to me that whoever at 343 is scheduling releases and marketing games is incompetent in both departments. It's no secret that Halo Infinite or future installments could and likely will fail due to 343's gross incompetence technically and, more importantly, their ineptitude in designing Halo games. But they just seem stupidly inclined to make their games fail as fast and as frequently as possible. And as I show you what patterns I'm noticing, I think that you'll be inclined to agree that Halo Infinite, solely from a marketing and release perspective, is completely and utterly fucked if past behavior is anything to go off of. Halo games in the past never competed with games in their own franchise, at least not to a large degree. Halo CE had 3 years. Halo 2 was played for 3 years as well as the first online Halo, and most players migrated to the next game, Halo 3. Everyone was given time to enjoy the game, and when they wanted something new, they could move on. Sure, Halo 2 Vista and Xbox Connect existed and still do exist for people to play Halo 2, and I imagine some people never upgraded, but that was the expected path for a Halo player to take. Halo Reach came out just after Halo 3, and although it had lower sales, it did quite well and retained players decently. But its gameplay did make some people revert back to Halo 3, while others stuck it out in Reach. I won't focus too much on what I honestly think are garbage changes that Bungie made to the formula with Reach, but the gameplay caused a split. No more was there one unified Halo experience where all players congregated. 343 took over Reach's late-term support and actually handled the situation extremely well. Title Update improved the game in ways that I'll leave for a later video, but the changes to MLG brought the game up at least a letter grade for me. This didn't unify players, but at least Reach was able to retain the players which it had, and maybe finally start transitioning over some H3 diehards. Halo CE Anniversary came out in November of 2011, about a year after Reach's release. And despite the fact that 343 used the shit PC port for it, the way that they handled the multiplayer was fantastic. The additional maps were made on Reach's engine and added as a pack for the existing game, which prevented further multiplayer fragmentation. 343 was able to stem the bleeding to a degree, keeping the Halo community on 2 games and preventing further fragmentation. In November of 2012, Halo 4 dropped and changed everything. The game was shit for one, even compared to Reach, offering more of a casual experience. While Halo Reach did tank competitively, Halo 4 alienated the competitive scene so far that it was dropped almost immediately after launch by MLG, a feat which took Halo Reach years. However, the only reason for its failure was not its gameplay. It released only 2 years after the last mainline entry, which no Bungie Halo had done before. Every numbered installment and Reach had 3 years of separation, while Halo 4 came out in 2. Combine that with the fact that Halo 3 and Reach were still pulling impressive populations, and players felt no reason to move on to what seemed like a worse game. Halo 4 was able to keep pace with Reach in sales, but its population died extremely quickly due to its early release and entrenched fans sticking to their own games. On Xbox One, 343 continued their awful decision making. Master Chief Collection came out in November of 2014, only 2 years after Halo 4, containing 4 separate existing Halo games, as well as H2A, which was used for competitive play. Let's do some fucking math. Now we have Halo 3, Halo Reach, and Halo 4, all on Xbox 360 with servers still running, all of which would later come to backwards compatibility for Xbox One. With MCC, you got a shit PC Combat Evolved, Halo 2 Vista, which can't crossplay with Cartographer, which is the PC Halo 2 Vista version with an existing player base. You got a buggy version of Halo 3, making that 2 incompatible versions of Halo 3 on the Xbox 360/Xbox One ecosystem. Halo 4, so 2 versions of Halo 4 as well, and Halo 2 Anniversary, which was kind of an afterthought and a foreign game that no one really wanted. That's 8 Halo games, all competing for the same pool of players, and it got way fucking worse. MCC was also a shit launch which did them no favors, but that could be its own video. It's important to realize that these games are separate, even on the MCC. Everyone has their favorite Halo that they want to play exclusively, And with the games being as segregated as they are, with no flagship unifying title receiving proper support, no game is truly alive. They're all in a weird state of limbo with few players, but no one really wants to switch to a different game, as they're all past their prime and at the end of their lives. Halo 5 came out in October of 2015, not a year after Master Chief Collection, and became the next supported competitive game. It also had foreign gameplay and as a result, completely tanked in sales, selling half of what Halo 4 did at just over 5 million, as far as estimations that I can find go. That being said, being the newest Halo game and the premier competitive game, it also pulled players and had a community of its own. Bafflingly though, with the Halo Grassroots program, Halo 3 on MCC has become the competitive game as of 2018. So now we have a bugged port of a game that's more than 10 years old taking the forefront from a collection that was released before Halo 5, as well as a billion other Halo games all vying for dominance over a dwindling fan base. Halo fans have no idea what game they're supposed to be playing or what they're even expected to be playing anymore, when in the past with games like Halo 2 and Halo 3, the answer was obvious. Just play the newest Halo for the most active community and the best competition. The worst part is that 343 is about to repeat this exact mistake again with Infinite. 343 is going to release MCC on PC sometime soon, probably within the next year to a year and a half, which will include Halo Reach for PC and Xbox One as well as the existing games on that collection, and Halo Infinite is also slated for a 2020 launch. They're about to make the same mistake as they did with MCC and Halo 5, which is release a compilation of older games, all of which most PC players have not had access to, and at the same time release a new game which will have different gameplay. The worst part is that Infinite and MCC will both be gated off between PC and Xbox users, with no crossplay at the moment, and Infinite will be on 3 different platforms, the PC, the Xbox One, and the new Xbox. So you'll then have on 360, Halo 3, Halo Reach, and Halo 4. On Xbox One, you'll have Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, Halo Reach, and Halo 4, plus Halo Infinite. On PC, you will have the existing communities for Halo 2 Vista and El Dorito as well as other fan projects, plus Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, and Halo Infinite. On the new Xbox, Project Scarlett, you will have Halo Infinite as well. It's getting hard as fuck to count, but that's 18 different games that will, at least for some portion of their lives, exist simultaneously, and that's only counting first-party Halo titles. Other games will strip players off further, but just within the 343 supported Halo titles and legacy games on 360, the confusion over which one Halo fans are supposed to be playing is only going to get worse. Just a thought, but compounding this with big streamers like Summit1G wanting Halo on PC, and with Ninja coming to Mixer, 343's ineptitude might end up being broadcast to the entire world in a way that it just wasn't before. Their usual bugs, shit servers, and poor game design is one thing, but if the population is dead as shit or too divided from repeatedly releasing compilations of segregated games, that's just a joke.